Ashley Sickles. Tell them a little bit about yourself, Ashley.
Woo! All right. I've been watching wrestling for 26 years. That's how old I am. Everybody, you can ask everybody in my family. I've been watching wrestling since they can remember. So 26 years. Let's see. I I gotta do the math in my head. So about going on 5 years ago, I started training in St. Louis. Um, Brandon Espinosa, like I mentioned earlier, was my trainer. I did that for a little bit. I think it was like 6 months, probably all together. Um, I worked with all guys. Never touched a girl. Never worked a girl. Never trained with a girl, woman, whatever, woman, um, girls. Um, so I was doing that, and I was pretty much ready to have my first match. Actually, one of my first matches was supposed to be. Do you know Taylor Hendricks?
No.
Yeah, she's a ROH. I was supposed to have a match against her up in like Wisconsin or something, and it got snowed out, and so that didn't go down. So then I was supposed to have technically my first match against Jordan Grace, and I forget what happened. I think honestly, I think it was like a similar. It was like super bad weather or something. It was just bad timing. So in the middle of trying to figure out what was going to be my first match, where I was going to go, I unfortunately got really hurt in training. Um, I got I got dropped on my head and my neck. Yeah, I got dropped on my neck and my head, and about five. Well, technically, I got took a bad clothesline and spun around. And I mean, as you guys have seen, when people clothesline and they do the whole backflip, that legit happened. And that happened first. So then I'm like, oh, I'm okay, and I shook that off and walked around and got back in the line and was ready to drill more. I'm like, I'm cool. I was trying to shake it off and got to the next dude, and he's a big dude. Like, I mean, he was like 6'9" or something crazy, like 385 pounds or something.
Big guy.
He's a big dude, and he had just started training, so they were trying to push him and get him trained. So he was working on his finisher, and he put me up real high and lifted me up, and somewhere in between there, I'm not really too sure what happened, but I felt my body drop, and I just like closed my eyes and took it. And the next thing I know, I was knocked out again. So within like a 10-minute time span, I landed on my head and my neck twice, got knocked out twice. So that second time, it felt like everything just compressed. Like it literally felt like my body lost like 5 inches. So I was like, man, let me go check this out. Let me make sure I'm okay. Um, so I was having some hard times getting like some insurance and getting money to pay for like MRIs and stuff. So in between trying to find doctors and MRIs and doing all that junk, life happened and I had a baby who is now going on 3 years old. So the past 3 years, 4 years, I've been doing the whole, family thing and mom thing. But ever since I had him, I think within the first year of him being alive, I started doing shows as managers or as a manager.
I seen you do Mayhem 5.
Yeah. So let's see. I think I had him. I do believe I had him already. So
Yes.
yeah, I would have had to have had him. So yeah, I've been doing the whole mom thing for a while, and I've had some shows here and there, and worked with quite a few people here and there. I've gone to I did quite a few shows in Memphis. I go to Cahokia, Illinois, and go through Illinois a little bit. Um, I did go to Chicago. I did a Chicago show up there at the Six Flags up there, which was really cool because there were so many people there, and that was such a cool.
That was recent, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was that was one of my most recent ones and one of my last ones that I've done, and that was really cool. I was really stoked on that because when I had such a terrible travel day. Like I literally, from the time I left here to the time I got to that show, I did nothing but travel. I took trains, I took Ubers, I took taxis, I literally took I think it was 5 different trains. It was wild, but I finally got there, in hopes of making making a good impression in front of a couple of cool people. I don't know if I can mention them or not, but I won't. But they know who they are. So I was just trying to prove myself. Like, hey, man, I don't care how far away I am. I wanna work, and I just wanna help. I wanna make you guys look good. I wanna make wrestlers look good. I wanna make myself look good, and I wanna prove that I'm willing to do it all. So yeah, that was one of my last few shows that I did. And then I had like a couple of spots up here in Cahokia that I did because they're close. So yeah, I've just been hanging out, relaxing ever since, and working and doing mom stuff. So I've been taking a break for a little bit. But yeah, it's
What
kind
are
of my.
some of your big influences?
Ooh, that's rough. That's funny because um, being in I remember being in 3rd grade, and I was in I think it was like my science class or something silly like that, and I would always, for whatever reason, would write down every wrestler I could possibly remember off the top of my head, and it was like a test for me. And I used to get in so much trouble. Like they would hijack my notebooks. They were like, "What is this? You're supposed to be taking notes," and blah blah blah. I'm like, I'm just trying to write down all the wrestlers I remember because I remember studying so many. I mean, it's so weird for not having internet the way. Well, I mean, it was like had just come out, but we were talking like they were still like box computers. So for not having internet, I did a lot of research through magazines and stuff like that. And so I remember seeing Bruiser Brody and thinking he was the coolest. And obviously Dusty Rhodes. I remember watching one of Dusty Rhodes' promos and just being like, oh, I love this man. Like, I love him. You know what I mean? His list, everything. He was just so sweet. And you could feel him like touch your heart. And, that's everybody says that about Dusty. So, man, there's just so many. I can't even. I just always been just a fan of the game. I love everybody. I study everybody. I study their fingertips, their toes, everything. And but a couple of them that were really intense, especially back in the '90s, that really grabbed my attention were obviously Stone Cold, coolest dude ever. Jeff Hardy by far. I don't care how much crap I get for this. Everybody gives me crap. Jeff Hardy's by far the greatest thing in my mind that has ever happened to me, because on a human level too, he really inspires me with his art, with his music and stuff like that. So I felt like I really connected to him a lot in different ways other than wrestling.
So what does the future hold for you?
Well, I am currently having another baby.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I know. It's cool. Could have come at a better time, but that's alright. Life happens just like it did with my first one. So it puts me back about another year, but that's okay because it's no different than having an injury. You stew on it, you study harder, you come up with more characters and more ideas and new things, and which is hard, especially nowadays when you got all the girls doing what they're doing all the new stuff. So yeah, it's no different. You kind of get bitter, and it puts a drive in you that you can't even fathom unless you go through it. You know what I mean? Unless you go through an injury or you go through being away from that ring like that, then it's good and bad. So I'm super blessed to bring another baby into the world. Hopefully I'll have future tag team champs on my hands. That'll be cool.
Little woman champion.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, you never know. It might be a first brother sister tag champs ruling the indie scene or something. That'd be cool. I don't even think that's ever happened. You know, a brother sister tag team champion, but we don't know yet. There's always the possibility of it not making it because I've had problems with that before. But we're hoping for the best. And like I said, it puts me behind, but I won't be done. Hell, I'll probably be 90 years old before, I'll probably be just doing that. I know for a fact I'll be doing this as long as I can breathe. Whether I'm managing, whether I'm wrestling, whether I'm booking shows or doing like that, I'm going to be around. But the near future, within the year of having, the baby and everything, I'm going to, as soon as it comes out, it's on like Donkey Kong. I'm going to have to go to the gym 24/7, and it's going to be kind of mental how bad I'm going to have to train. And I plan on, if they're still doing it a year from now, I've heard that Bob Orton is currently training across the bridge from St. Louis over there in Illinois, like Centerville, Cahokia, or something like that. So that's who I had planned to go train with before I found out I was pregnant. So yeah, I'll be coming. So you just gotta wait. I'm sorry, you gotta wait a little bit longer, but it'll happen. And with somebody who loves it as much as I do, and who has that deep down yearning in my heart for it. You can't tell me no. You can't. No matter what you put me through, I'm gonna keep coming back for this. And I'm going to train pretty intensely, and I'm going to get back in the ring and train, not just doing the manager stuff and doing that stuff. I'm going to full blown get back in the ring. I'm going to retrain myself, and I hope all goes well. So
I can wait till you get in the ring.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. I mean it. It's going to be cool.
So what do you have over here?
Oh, over here I got some. They're just some silly old 8x10s that I was actually, I needed was possibly going to be on a Comic-Con, so that's why they're not like your classic 8x10s, with the border or the full picture or anything. It's just some silly old pictures, but they actually really do go over well. Like, people love these two very specific pictures of me. They like the look of me, I guess, so I just picked them out and printed quite a few of them. And if you want to buy one off of me, just hit me up. I've got Facebook, I've got Instagram, I've got Twitter. So
I will have a few copies in case you need some too. You can get a hold of me on the NGW Facebook page. Buy her pictures.
Go for it. Yeah, they ain't doing no good sitting here with me, so take them.
Well, it's been great talking to you, Ashley.
It's awesome.
We had a good time, guys. Hope you did too. Bye.
Peace out.